Welcome back to our third and last episode of E3 Upclose 2015. There was so much to take in during our E3 experience that by the end of it, we were feeling more than a little delirious. We dropped by the Capcom booth to see how the iconic Street Fighter V is planning to appease the fans and entice all new players.
The main objective was to make Street Fighter V like its own kind of fighting game. So we've had a lot of success with Street Fighter 4, and we just wanted to use the basic kind of fighting game foundation that we kind of established with that, but kind of mix it up a bit more. So we got the new V trigger and V skill system, which basically gives each character kind of more personality in their fighting style. So that's kind of the main way we've done that. So Ryu, for instance, his V skill is called Mind's Eye, and it basically works like a parry. So you got the entire sort of Street Fighter 3 parry system just within one character. And then he's also got his V trigger, which when he activates it, it powers up all of his special moves, including his fireball, which you can now hold down and charge it up. And if you charge it all the way to the max, it will do 3 hits, come out super fast, and do loads of stun damage. So yeah, it was just the main objective was keep Street Fighter 4 more personality in the characters basically.
So how do you do that without changing the fundamentals of the game and upsetting some really big fans?
I mean, the fundamentals have always been kind of set in stone. So you still do crouching medium kick, fireball with Ryu is always going to be a staple of the series. It's just the more casual fans can still do that without digging into the more intricacies of the new systems. But yeah, I mean, they're still the characters they've always been, just with far more options on top now.
And sorry, where does it fall into the Street Fighter timeline?
So it's between Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter 3. Yeah.
Cool. And for someone who's never played Street Fighter, how would you get them into this game?
How would I get into it? Just kind of play at somebody your own kind of skill level, I guess. Just kind of learn how to do the basic kind of special moves, get a feel for play as many different characters as possible, just kind of get a feel for it. Obviously, when it comes out, there'll be a whole host of various single-player modes you'll be able to kind of play rather than going straight into the deep end and playing online competition and that kind of thing. So just kind of dip your toe in to begin with, just play around with the system and just take it as far as you want to, basically.
And it's totally awesome that the game is cross-platform as well, which means it's going to have a lot more people coming into the franchise.
Yeah. How
hard is that technology to nail?
Yeah. So I mean, that's kind of one of the reasons we went for PS4 and the PC, because in terms of the technology side of things, it is possible for us to kind of integrate both sides of things, so you can play, the PC players and the PS4 players can play together, and then we have a unified sort of player base. So you're not going to have the best the highest person on the leaderboard on one console, and then the highest person on the leaderboard on the PC. It's all going to be a unified player base. So if you're the top of the leaderboard with Chun-Li in Street Fighter 5, you're the top of the leaderboard because there's only one. So that's basically why we've done that.
PlayStation brought to the E3 table what fans have been asking for every year: games, games, and more games. The feeling in the stadium was absolutely electric, and the booth was the biggest on the show floor. We had the chance to get a sneaky demo with the Project Morpheus, which is super immersive. You awake in a kitchen covered in blood. Your hands are bound. Lying in front of you is what looks like a dead guy. And then you hear footsteps. Welcome to the kitchen, the Capcom demo we tried on the Project Morpheus. The technology doesn't look like it'll be perfected for a few years, but we certainly hope this is where gaming is heading. After plenty of fan demand, we finally saw The Last Guardian, and it's looking beautiful. Horizon Zero Dawn is a post-apocalyptic story with a kick-ass lead and robot dinosaurs. We're unofficially calling them Robosaurs. And we discovered just how big No Man's Sky really is, with galaxies and galaxies of planets to discover. Dreams will recreate the surreal nature of our wildest and wackiest dreams. Until Dawn is the upcoming survival horror title where your actions have hundreds of sinister consequences.
Hey guys, we're behind doors with Sony and we're talking to Will, who's the creative director behind Until Dawn, which is, I suppose, how would you describe it? Would you describe it as a survival horror?
Kind of, yeah. It basically is a horror film that you can play. You get to make the choices. But, to be honest, it's like mostly about choices. It's mostly about how you can make pertinent and informed decisions which change the direction of your story.
And how many different endings and scenarios do you guys have?
So officially, I mean, just because of the number of characters that are in there are 8 characters and all of them can live and all of them can die in any order and any permutation on that. So the maths on that's thousands, but it isn't literally thousands of completely different endings. You know, it actually ends at dawn, and who survives and who doesn't survive and how they got there is the branching.
Now, at the beginning of the game, when I played it, I got to choose between different things that scared me the most.
Yeah.
So how does that work exactly?
So we have this thing where it's not, we slightly tailor the experience to some of your phobias and some of your fears. We don't want to go too much to town on that. It would be dreadful to make somebody who genuinely had a phobia be really, really frightened, but we tailor it a little bit.
Tearaway is making the jump from PS Vita to PS4, so of course we had to check it out.
So I've just gotten hands-on with Tearaway. I've never actually played the game before, so introduce me to the Tearaway universe.
So Tearaway is a world made entirely out of paper, and it's a world that you travel through with a character, a little messenger who has like an envelope for their head, and trapped inside of that, inside that envelope is a message, and they're trying to deliver that message to you, the player. And you are guiding them through this paper world in order to get that to you, and deal with all of the kind of twists and turns that happen along the way. And the project, both for Vita and now for PlayStation 4, has all been about exploring the hardware, the platform that we're making them on. Tearaway on Vita was all about being a very handheld game, a very tactile world that was very reactive. And we've expanded it now in Tearaway Unfolded to be the big screen experience, like completely redesigned from pretty much from scratch to use the best of the DualShock 4 and the extra power of the PS4.
So you just said we get to use the DualShock controller pretty much entirely throughout the game in every way possible. So can you just let our viewers know exactly how we use that?
So let's say the touchpad. It's a really key part of the controller, but it doesn't get a huge amount of use. And we really wanted to explore how to allow players to have a direct influence on the scenery inside of the world. And obviously, a world made out of paper is going to be very reactive. It's going to respond to any forces that are sort of brought into that world. So what you do is you swipe on the touchpad, and that sends a gust of wind into the world. And that could be like unfolding scenery. Our world is a little bit like a 3D pop-up book, so you can see things sort of fold out of the ground, or maybe fold away like a mountain to reveal something else behind it. Or because we as a team at Media Molecule, we come from kind of platform gaming roots. These kind of mechanics are very good for providing the sort of platforming gameplay to get through the world. So that's just using the touchpad. We've also got the light on the back of the DualShock 4. It's quite a unusual feature to have on a controller, so we thought we really want to do something with that. So we have it that when the messenger moves into a darker spot inside of the game world, that light actually shines into the game, and using the gyros you can sort of direct it around and help her find her way through the dark spaces, and use it to change scenery and reveal secrets. We've also been playing with the fact that the world is obviously now inside a TV, and it's sort of 6 feet away from you maybe. And we wondered what we could do to to create some kind of relationship between the world inside of the TV and the controller that you're holding in your hands. So characters inside of the game can throw objects out which you can catch in your controller, and then by swiping on the touchpad it sends them back into the world. So there's like a very direct connection between you outside of the game and Artois, the little messenger that you're guiding inside of it.
PlayStation ended with a bang. Nathan Drake is back. EA kicked off the conference teasing and announcing the new Mass Effect Andromeda. Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare is back, and the Earth has been taken over by zombies! The fans demanded more Mirror's Edge, and EA delivered. Need for Speed has been rebooted and looks simply beautiful. We could probably spend the whole time on customization alone.
Push you to the edge. And around here, they will inspire you. For some, style is all that matters. Others build, searching for perfection. The fearless always push the limit. Or crave the thrill of the chase. Some only ride with their crew, but all do it for the reputation. How you drive, it's up to you. Like I hit the Powerball, that's all eyes is on me, floating off like Southpaw. Hoping that your people fall, wishing death upon me, but I'm here forever. I just get my face on, say what wrong with me down.
This year, FIFA 16 is bringing girls onto the field.
For the first time ever in the FIFA franchise, women's teams are in the game. We've been working on this for years, and it's at the level of authenticity that FIFA's known for, thanks to our motion capture technology and our body and facial scanning. And our gameplay engine and physics engine give us the right platform to build out player-specific models and animations specific to the best female athletes in the world. It's huge news for the franchise and something myself and the FIFA team are immensely proud of.
Beautiful football. The game played by the entire planet. The game that brings us together. The game made up of many faces. But the beauty is in the moments. Powerful. Suspenseful. Stunning. Spine-tingling. But for as much beauty as I have created, for as much beauty as I have experienced, I know I have seen nothing yet. But what is beauty if you cannot experience it? FIFA 16. Play beautiful.
You want confidence in defense. You want to be able to defend with purpose and backbone. So in FIFA 16, all new defensive agility gives you the mobility you need to track skilled players, especially when they're on the break. And teams really win when they defend as a unit. So this year, you'll have better defensive shape on the pitch to help break down attacks and counter-attack when you win the ball. And in the middle of the pitch, you'll control the midfield, the battleground of any great match. Interception intelligence helps shut down options and close dangerous passing channel. And on the counter, passing with purpose lets you play sharp passes to slice through defenders. It's now a more considered build-up through the midfield, with more options than ever before. And in the final third, you want more moments of magic, more skills, better dribbling, all so you can create menacing attacks. And sometimes the best touch is the one that you don't take. So we've captured the movement of today's best player to bring you no-touch dribbling. Free yourself from the ball to buy time, create separation and blow by your defender, just as Messi does when he's at his best. It's near limitless creativity and changes the game profoundly. And when you're in on goal, clinical finishing helps you create those wow moments only FIFA can deliver. From box to box, from sideline to sideline, we're innovating across literally every inch of the pitch so you can play your way. And for every fan, we're giving you the ability to compete at a higher level. Whether you're new to FIFA or play every season, FIFA Trainer will help dial up your game no matter your level. The controller language you see here on screen will change as you move around the pitch and bring you options sure to help you play better defense, make better passes, and hopefully score more goals.
We got hands-on with Star Wars Battlefront for 20 minutes and it was a wicked fun shooter. The Star Wars universe was just as immersive and authentic as we were hoping.
Safety's off! Come on, push up! Stormtroopers incoming!
Well done.
The rebels have activated the uplink station. We must shut it down. Incoming fire! Fall back! Incoming orbital strike. Rebel incoming!
Hang in there, help is on the way.
Blue 15 going in. This
I've been working with Activision for so long, I don't have to school them in what skateboarding is or how to represent it well. So working together is pretty seamless.
You know, working on a pro skater game, there's a lot of history behind it.
The pressure to live up to the Tony Hawk franchise is because of that. It's a franchise that people have loved and played for years.
I grew up having my dad always have them around, and he would always let me play them before they came out.
Before I was in the first Tony Hawk game I was in, I used to play the games all the time when I was a kid.
Even before I started skating, I started playing Tony Hawk games with my brother and my friends.
As a kid, that was my game. I would come home, boot up Tony Hawk, and you know, coming in here, I get to be the guy that makes those worlds.
Longtime fans of the Pro Skater series, when they get into the game, they'll see the hallmarks of the games. Incredible combos that you can do, great lines to grind. All of the key mechanics of Pro Skater are all returning in there, so people who are longtime fans, they'll know instantly how to play it.
We really looked at the Pro Skater series and all the different gameplay mechanics that they had, and we started picking out, like, it would be very interesting if we decided to add like a new unique kind of gameplay mechanic into each level.
So one of the biggest ones that we did was basically slamming down. When you ollie up, you can hit the slam button and you can instantly slam down and grind on any surface. It's a very simple mechanic, but it really changes the pace of the game itself, and in many ways it speeds things up.
I think our use of real-life locations is going to appeal to the hardcore skate fan, but the create a park mode, I think that is going to bring the video game community in a very big way.
We're always trying to create that sandbox feel of, I'm creating a playground for people to play levels. And it's so much fun to do as a designer, like, let's give that experience to the players.
So the course creator is something that allows a fan to go into a template based on other levels that are already in Pro Skater 5 and just have a slew of skate props available to them. You can put it online, other people can download it.
You can vote them to be the best and to create your own challenges within those levels. That's a whole new level of control that we haven't had before.
So with the online multiplayer, you're going to have an online skate community, sort of.
It really is about a skate park experience. So I'm going to go select a level to play in. I'm going to be skating around, doing objectives as I want to. But with that level, there'll be other players doing the same exact thing. And so it's not a single player campaign anymore, it's a community campaign.
It's cool to have skate kids playing the game and feel like they're part of a community. It's a virtual oasis.
Our goal was to make a Pro Skater game for 2015, and so that's what we've done with the online features, create a park system, and then all the fun stuff that was from Pro Skaters that people loved, we're bringing to this game.
The all-new Guitar Hero. One game with 2 modes to play. The first mode, GH Live, lets you rock real crowds with real reactions. And the second mode, GH TV, is the world's first playable music video network. Get access to hundreds of music videos, all playable, all the time. With its continually updating library, there's always something new and something for everyone. Whether you're into rock, punk, country, or the latest hits. Just choose a channel and play along to curated music video programs, or complete challenges to level up, unlock songs on demand, and access premium content like concerts and releases playable in a way you won't find anywhere else. Grab a second guitar and go head-to-head in your living room or compete with friends online. It's GHTV, the world's first playable music video network, and it's all part of Guitar Hero Live.
The Guitar Hero booth gave me the true atmospheric feel of being backstage at a concert, even if my guitar skills are a little questionable. It took me a few minutes to get a good feel for the new controller, but after that it certainly had a more authentic guitar experience than the last few games. cars was the #1 demand from the Skylanders community, and the studio listened, bringing Skylanders Superchargers to the scene. We never thought we'd see Donkey Kong in Skylanders, but the game still has its same charm. Destiny the Taken King is a huge expansion, and a good chance for newbies to get into the game, and for its lovers to discover new maps and loot and uncover an epic storyline.
His name is Oryx, the Taken King. And he's coming for you, Guardian. Can you blame him? You killed his son with his own sword. Now, he's out for revenge. And he's building a dark army to hunt you down. I've heard the legends. You're ready. Attention. Now, go get his head.
Treyarch is back for Black Ops 3.
Weapons don't have instincts. Weapons don't have loyalty. Weapons don't have judgment. Soldiers do. What happens when the soldier becomes the weapon?
Green seagull turn a deeper blue.
How far can we push technology?
I could not foresee this thing happening to you.
Before it starts pushing back.
We squeezed into the last multiplayer session of the day to play 2 whole maps. Treyarch is hailing this multiplayer COD's most expansive and customizable yet, and it certainly had that feeling.
Always a trash can, not the last man at the finish line now. I'm not the new kid on the block, you can just follow and push around. I'm not the needed in the haystack, you finally found. This ain't no free break, annihilated. Time to down.
Let's hunt.
Jump to the sky for my people. To the front, I can look who is me to. Jump to the sky for my people. To the tell me how to cool the fire.
Took them out.
Watch and learn, brothers.
Triple kill.
You gotta love it.
It's been an epic 3 days and I've had the time of my life, but E3's over now and it's time to go to sleep. Thanks for watching, guys.